This is going to be a second look at my Carbon Cub S2. So I've had this one for a while. I haven't really flown it that much. I did experience one severe crash many months ago, where I actually broke the nose clean off. So as you can see, I've actually repaired this one and added just some paint on top of it. So my recommendation is actually, if you purchase this one, if you own this one, is to reinforce especially the nose with the carbon fiber rods, and you can easily do it by just removing the wing and shoving a few carbon fiber rods inside. So just reinforce this part, because I've seen so many Carbon Cub S2 with broken nose. And it's just too bad if you break it, because it doesn't look too pretty. It still flies nice, and even though I've crashed this one, the blade, the stock blade, has actually held up, because this is so flexible. So this is just a great prop. Actually, it's not speedy, but it does really hold up. And I've also added carbon fiber rods inside the fuse tail. So this piece can actually be removed. You just have to be a little bit careful not to break it, and just remove the glue. And if you do, you can actually access this space inside, and you can put in some carbon fiber rods, because usually the fuse breaks, and this is like the weak part near the tail section and the nose. So that's my recommendation, just to put in some carbon fiber rods, and you will have a much looking better RC airplane. But I've also done a few other modifications on this one. So the stock receiver, flight controller, I will actually want to use forward program on all my RC airplanes. I already had a Spectrum AR637T. So I just ripped out the stock receiver and put in a Spectrum AR637T. So I have all the features really of the stock RC airplane, although I don't have the 3 flight modes. So in the stock configuration, I actually have the beginner, the intermediate, and the expert mode. But on this one I only have safe on and off, which actually I think it's a better thing, because when you do switch from the beginner mode to the expert mode on the stock Carbon Cub S2, there's a kind of delay. So if you just if you want to use safe for takeoff, and then you want to switch it off to do some rolls or something, it does actually have this delay. So it might trick you into turning it off and then trying to bank, and it takes a few seconds, and then you're going almost full stick because nothing happens, and then we just tip over. So I would actually be a bit careful with the stock configuration. But I have the Spectrum AR637T inside, and it does feature all the telemetry things that the stock one. So that's just my preference. No, you don't have to do it. But other than that, I think it's just a really nice. It's not too great when you hold it, because there are no cockpit details on this one, and these struts are kind of a bit of rubbish. But when you fly it, it does look really nice with this silver and yellow. So let's go out and do another flight on this Carbon Cub S2. It's been a few months since I flew my Carbon Cub S2, but today it's time again. Kind of interesting takeoff. It is uneven, this grass field, so sometimes odd things happen.
Time remaining 6 minutes.
I'm going full throttle here, and as you can see, it's not a really speedy RC airplane. So in order to actually have a nice flying experience, and I think full throttle is the way to go. There's actually a huge difference between this one and my E-flite Clipwing Cub. They are kind of similar size, but the Clipwing Cub is really fantastic to fly, even on 3S battery, and so agile. And this, well, it's certainly is fun and gentle, but it's not the most aerobatic RC airplane I have. So to me, I think this is a plane I bring when I just want to have some relaxed flying, no stress. And I actually really like the way it looks when it flies. I don't think it's nice looking up close. But in the air, I mean, it's visible. The yellow and silver surely does look nice. And thanks to the large wheels, orientation is really nice also. An upside down flight is certainly one thing one can do. Not with a real Carbon Cub, I guess, but RC airplanes, they are so much more able than real aircrafts, as you don't have to deal with the excessive G-forces because there is no pilot inside. Well, I'm actually just pushing the throttle almost 100% all the time. So nothing is really snappy with this Carbon Cub S2. I would really love to fly this on floats, and I've actually purchased a matching pair of floats, so this summer hopefully I will manage to do some float flying. Just slow it down and prepare for a landing. This one does feature a smart ESC. So there is voltage readout, and so far no voltage alarm, but I will do a fine turn here and just get it down. It does have a fairly wide flight envelope, not as wide as the E-flite Valiant, but the Valiant is much more faster and flies extremely slow also. So let's get it down then on the grass. Okay, it was an okay landing from this Carbon Cub S2. And I've also installed the LED lights, So you can see the front light and also the wingtip lights, even visible in daylight. My final thoughts then about the Carbon Cub S2. I think this is a rather fun RC airplane to fly. It does fly slow if you want to. It's quite easy to fly also, and it's forgiving with these large landing wheels. I actually put in some zip ties just to hold these wheel pants, because the clip doesn't really hold them in place. And if you do bend these, it's really easy just to bend them in the opposite direction. I highly recommend to reinforce the nose with carbon fiber rods and also the tail section. I also installed LED lights on mine, but that's just optional, because I think that LED lights can be a fun thing. And I found this light kit for some sort of old E-flite Cessna that did actually suit this one quite nice. And it does, if you do fly in the dusk or dawn when there is darker, it does make it easy to orientate this one. I would say that I like this one because it is a kind of problem-free. It's quite easy to take off on grass. It's easy to land. It's durable. I haven't, broken the blade yet. Still having some rough landings and crash. I would say it's a nice one. It's not the best Cub because I also have the E-flite Clipwing Cub, which is also similar size, but the Clipwing Cub is a really able aerobatic RC airplane, and it's also reinforced with carbon fiber rods all the way through the fuselage. And I actually think that the Clipwing Cub looks better than this one. And it's more speedy also, and you can run it on 3S and 4S, and this is only 3S. So that's my final thoughts then about the Carbon Cub S2.